Hello, guys. A very warm welcome to another webinar. I welcome you again from all the financial analyst team and from Olam Trade family. I'm very excited, especially for today. There are a lot of events that I wanted to talk to you about. Anyways, we'll be having a discussion about that. So, a very warm welcome from Olam Trade. I'll be your financial analyst for today, and my name is Akash Malhotra. It's really exciting things which will going on in the market. I'll be discussing it with you, especially regarding that. So we will have a very good moments in the market. We'll be trying to talk about what would be the major advantages of the trading, especially in fixed time trade and forex mode as well. We will also will be taking some live trades in my trading account, which you can actually observe and confirm how the any particular strategy works. I have major economic news event coming up, and in short, I'll give you one of the easiest way to accumulate wealth, especially using our trading platform. And that's why the financial analyst team, is highly dedicated to work on a lot of factors to help our client in the best way possible way. If you have any question in particular, let me know. There is a special comment section which has been open for you. Let me know if you are facing any difficulty at all, may it be regarding trading or anything in particular that you want to ask to the financial analyst, but due to not having, for the clients who are not having starter expert status client, starter and advanced status client personally, they can ask their question into the chat window. I'll be replying to your comments, and at the same time we will be working up with one of the live trading strategy. Let's wait for some of our colleagues to come. uh, in the meantime, make sure if you like today's session, press the like option, press on the comment option, subscribe to Olam Trade, and share it with your colleagues who knows how to work up with the tradings and who probably do not have any idea how any particular platform works and how the trading works. I'll be helping you out on especially on that. Especially for this week, we will be starting our conversation with a lot of questions, and then I'll show you what would be the major trading economic events, especially from today onwards, and how we were able to make profit in the last week. This is the major thing. This is the major thing which we'll be working out for today. I welcome you all once again. Okay, so we have some comments. Let's go through your comments once again. So Mr. Arab Moin said, language change no option, please add. If you are facing no change, there is no option to change your language. So if you are using like any specific devices, may it be like Android device or iOS device, if the default setting option is there, especially in English, so the language there which you will be able to watch the screen entirely would be on the English language. In case you want to change the language, you can go to the setting options of your phone, change the default language of your device, and the language will be changed accordingly. Okay, Mr. ED Game said, let's start, dude. Sure, sir. Let's start. Let's start our conversation. Let me know whatever questions that you have in your mind and that you wanted to ask to me. Uh, Mr. Jadhav said, hello, Mr. Jadhav. A very warm, Mrs. Jadhav. Okay, a very warm welcome to the session. Mr. Arnoldus, when should I open up a trade? It depends when you have the signal, Mr. Garib. It depends like how you analyze the market and which trading strategy are you using exactly at that moment. And if we have a signal, we'll definitely take a trade on that. So Mr. Kamlesh Verma said, hello. Kamlesh ji. Hello, sir. Okay, so we have one another comment. Red Entertainment said, hi, sir. Today news at 7. Which currency pair should we trade on? Please tell. Yeah, for today, PCE price index data will be released. This is another data which basically relates to the inflation, which adds the value to the consumer price index. And yeah, it will be a little volatile. The market will be especially very volatile. It does react on this data. So yeah, we'll be having a very closer look on this. Now, it also depends upon the which currency pair you are selecting. But at the same time, you have to be very keen about which currency pair you can go ahead with. Especially if you are taking trades in Forex. I love taking trades on USD JPY. This is not a personal recommendation, but this is what I majorly use on the major economic events. Because if you'll see on, especially on USD JPY, I'll show you it in here. If you see the USD JPY, here using 200 leverage can work to effortlessly amazing, and the quicker profit can be made using the same as well. So USD JPY is one of my favorite go-to asset, and the second priority I usually give to the Euro USD. Okay, Mrs. Jadhav said, when I come and trade market, first of all, what I see in market. I didn't get you a question, but the thing is like, yeah, when you are taking trades in the market, you have to understand what the market dynamics are. So I'll give you a little hint about how to take trades. So especially for the Indian traders who have the GMT of plus 530, that it means exactly around 7. This is where we should avoid taking trades in fixed time trade mode, because the market volatility would be very high. So if you suppose if you are using any specific strategy, may it be Bollinger Band or rodeo trading strategy or Kind Martin strategy, any strategy you name it, if you use that specific strategy at that moment, it will certainly gonna fail you, because fundamental analysis always have a upper edge on the technical analysis, and that's why in that specific moment there is a very less chances for the trade to be profitable because of the higher market volatility. So yeah, I usually, like, if you take trades on FTT, especially from 6:45 to I mean to say like 7:15, that is according to the Indian Standard Time plus 530 GMT. There you should basically try to go ahead with a very small amount in fixed time trade mode, especially on that. Okay, so for today I'll be talking about one of the very good moments in the financial market. Don't worry about that. I'll give you one of the best method to work up with the earning calendar, because the earning news has been started. Since the earning calendar has been started, a lot of profitable trades. I have received a lot of emails from my clients. They were able to make a good amount of profit, which we were able to analyze. Now, if you let me know how many of you want to know about the earning calendar, I'll teach you how to work up with the earning calendar, at the same time how to make money in it. It's very easy. It's very easy in it. I'll show you the trades which I have taken for today. I mean yesterday, and I'll make sure that I also take some trades for today, so that I can show you into the next session. Uh, Tech Gaming says, sir, please prefer some tips on fixed time trade. Sure, sir, we will be taking some live trades in my trading account. Let me go through your comments all at a time, and then we'll jump directly to the topic. So this conversation that we'll be having for today will be divided into two main subparts. The first part would be highly dedicated to the market analysis. Now make sure you understand the market analysis, because this can help you out to work up in the forex mode and as well as fixed time mode. It's very easy, right? So make sure you go through that analytic first, and then we'll switch to the live trading part, that we'll be doing some live tradings in my trading account. In the meantime, we will also be having one of the major economic news event. We will see if we have a probability of taking a trade in it. If we have, we'll make sure we take trades in it. Okay, let me go through your comments. I have been receiving a very overwhelming comments from you, and thank you very much, first of all, dear team, for appreciating our work. And if you have any questions, there's the guy. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'll be very happy to help you out. Okay, so Mr. Melvin Vincent said, my money is not created on OT account. For the past 1 week, I have been chatting with the chatbot and sending many emails. I'm very sorry for the unfortunate incidents. Majority of the funds have been credited based on the payment method that you select, Mr. Vincent. But in case your query is regarding, especially like if it is in specifically regarding deposit, what I would suggest you to go ahead on your profile option. Since if the task has been created, go to your profile option. You will see this trader ID, right? Copy this trader ID, comment into the comment window, and if the query is regarding deposit, write deposit in it, and if it is regarding withdrawal, write withdrawal in it. Make sure you comment it for today, so that I can forward your concern to the respective department, and they will get in touch with you accordingly. Don't you worry about that, Mr. Vincent. That area is been basically covered up. Mr. Hamad said, hey, Mr. Hamad, a very warm welcome. Mr. Jayvardhan Vaishnav said, आज ओलम ट्रेड का ऐप ओपन नहीं हो रहा है. That's really unfortunate. That shouldn't be happening, sir. If that is the case situations, go to Olam Trade application, uninstall it and install it once again. Probably there is a major network issues going on your premises or something. Will Olam Trade be banned? That's a very good question that you have asked indeed. Sir, there are very less likelihood for the chances for the Olam trade to get banned because our team has been working very hard. Our legal team is also working with the Indian government to sort everything out. So don't you worry about that. We have been working from 2014, and a lot of clients have put up and put up their hard trust in us, and that's what helping us out to survive. And this is also helping us out to work up with a lot of clients and try to help them in the best possible and try to provide you the best services apart from all the brokers. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Tech Gaming said I always use Fibonacci. Fibonacci series amazing. I'll teach you how to work up with that. It's an amazing thing. Mr. Lokendra Sen said Hindi, please. Mr. Lokendra ji, unfortunately, for today's consultation will be conducted on the English channel since this is all on Trade Global channel. Now, if you're looking out for the content which will be available only in Hindi, so then you can go ahead and search in the search window of YouTube Olam Trade India, and there you can find all the comments in there, and all the consultation will be held especially in Hindi, and the webinars will be in Hindi. Since this webinar is conducted in the global channel, that's why the conversation language is English. I'm very sorry to say that. Mr. Ajay said, sir, I want to talk to you. You can share me your Telegram or another ID, please. Mr. Ajay, in case you are an advanced and expert status client, you can definitely have a conversation with me. Go to this help option, uh, ask a support team, and forward your request via chat window that you need to have a word with the account management team or the financial analyst team. Your request will be forwarded accordingly. Sir, how much time we need to get to the expert level? It basically depends upon the two ways to do it. So first of all, there are two ways to reach the expert status. The first way of doing that is like gaining the sufficient experience point. Once you gain the sufficient experience point, you can reach this expert status. Or apart from that, it also based on the value of deposit that you make. Suppose if you are depositing more than $2,000 or something, you will be granted with the expert status. That's the best way to do it. Uh, okay, Mr. Sukum said, good evening, Sukum ji. Himanshu ji, hello, Himanshu ji. Let's begin our conversation. Probably it's been 12 minutes that we'll be having a conversation and greeting each other. Let's switch to the major fundamental news that are lined up for us. Especially for today, you will see one of the good moments in the market. I'll teach you how to work up with that as well. Mr. Film City said, sir, मेरा बहुत loss हो रहा है. Please give me signal. I'm very sorry for your unfortunate loss, sir. I want to know that when you mention about the losses, please let me know how you trade. And yeah, Mr. Film City, please do not, post the comment one after another, because not a lot of people will be having an option to get to know each other. So there is a one thing which I really humbly request you guys: do not spam into the comment section, because this way it would be difficult for me to read all the clients' questions. So please, I would help you to consider this situation. Okay, we probably are done with the majority of the comments. In the conversation in between, I will go through your comments once again. Let's switch to the main trading part. So I'll give you one of the best trading advice for today. Watch out for the market very closely, especially if you look out for the value of Bitcoin. Now, if you'll see, Bitcoin was considerably fall down below 40,000 level. Now this level, it was reach around 38,000 level. Now this level, in the trading point of view, here there were not a lot of buyers who were expecting for the market to rise, right? So there is a conflict of interest going on between the buyers and sellers, and that was one of the reasons that it pushed itself into the 30 below 40,000 level. Now, because this level is not something that which can be sustained for a long time, and therefore a lot of buyers comes into the consideration. That's, you will see why I have opened up the trade probably day before yesterday, I believe. Yeah, on 24th I did open up a trade on Bitcoin, considering there's a factor that there is a very good chances for the Bitcoin to rise. If it is able to cross the level of 40,000, it will again gain the momentum and try to push itself into the upward direction. So there is a very good chances for all the cryptocurrency to rise. In fact, you will see for Bitcoin, it rose tremendously, right? It gives us like the profit of around 21%. But there is another factor. Ethereum, if we say it, didn't move to that much great extent compared to Bitcoin, because we know that the Ethereum has 0.85 correlation. This is what we call is a beta correlation factor. So even if that situation, Ethereum didn't move to that great extent, so there is a good probability for Ethereum to rise into the upward direction. Now considering that factor, if you select the risk to reward ratio, like if you select the moderate set of multiplier of 5, that would be good to go ahead with. Even in the case of the market crumble downs, make sure your stop loss is basically below this specific level, this 2174 level. If it is below this level, that means your trade will be almost a little safe. And if the market moves into the upward direction, we go ahead with the risk to reward ratio of 1:2. That means we select the stop loss of suppose 20%, then we'll go ahead with the take profit of 40% or something. All the cryptocurrencies are booming itself into the upward direction. You will see Binance Coin, which I have opened up a trade again day before yesterday, Bitcoin, AVAX. These were the very good moments happening in the market, and we were able to make a good amount of profit in it. Apart from that, I'll also show you what major profits I was able to make. So a lot of people probably have seen my last session where I was discussing about the earning calendar. What happened in the earning calendar day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I believe on 23rd, earning results were released, especially for the Netflix. I'll give you a very short introduction on that, because I'll teach you how did I was able to make a profit, in a very good amount of profit, not a small amount, but very generous amount of profit I was able to make it. So Netflix, let's go on to that, because the Netflix will be closed for now, but it will soon open up, and I'll give you one good trading idea for today as well. So Netflix releases their earning report, right? And it was amazing. It was amazing. It was through the roof. So company were able to make a generous amount of profit in the earning calendar. The data was released specially on, I believe, 23rd, but let me cross check it once again, because that was the time where I did open up a trade on my trading account. Let me just check it and cross confirm the data with you guys once again. Yeah, so Netflix released their earning report on this Tuesday, that means 23rd, and there was a moon symbol. That means the data will be released after closing of the US market. So for us, the impact would be on the 24th. Now, if you will see, the market was here. As soon as it releases the earning results, the market jumped like anything. The market moved more than 11% in a single day. Consider this factor here. Now, if any of the asset moves suddenly to this greater extent, there is a good probability for market to form a continuation trend. Right? If it forms a continuation trend, that's what we did, guys. Look at my trade. I went up. I probably have to scroll little down to show you that. Okay, so there is 3M company. Okay, so there is this one trade. Yeah, here. So 2000. I basically what I did. I was waiting for the market to open, and as soon as the market opened at that very precise moment, I open up the trade at this very beginning. See, if I'll switch the graph to 1 minute duration, you will see the precise entry points of mine. Now I am showing you this because following this, because we have 4 major earning results released out. So I'll show you how these 4 earning results can give you a good amount of profit. I'll show you which side you have to check, right? Let me just go through here. You see $2,000 trade which I have taken in this situation. I was able to be in the market just for 3 to 4 minutes. If you'll see, this is 1 minute candle. And I made around 20% profit, more than 20% profit, 28% profit in a very short span, DT. In a very short span. That's how the market fundamental works. Once I made the profit, I closed the trade and I reopened my position with the moderate set of multiplier of 10. Because I know for sure, because the Netflix has a very high potential to be on the rising side, and in pre-market price I saw today Netflix will also be rising by 1%. So my profit margin will be again increased by, let's just say, 5 more percent here. So here Netflix, I was able to make a generous amount of profit. Okay, that is the first thing which has happened here. Let me jump to the second part. What happened? After Netflix, we have Tesla releases their earning report. What happened with Tesla? Tesla releases their negative earning report, which give us a little hint that there is a good probability for Tesla to crumble down. In the pre-market price, where do I check my pre-market prices? I go to Yahoo Finance and then check it there. You see, Tesla releases their earning report and it was very disheartening. The performance of the company was very disheartening. So Tesla released by huge gap down value. What I did, dear team, I open up the trade on Tesla, especially into the downward direction with $400. And yeah, the market will rose by 0.1% today, but still I will be able to make more than 20% profit. That's how we basically manage our profit, dear team. Let me go through your comments once again. There are a lot of comments basically I missed. I'm very sorry for that. And yeah, let us know that you like today's stream. Go to the share option, subscribe to All Home Trade, like this video, and we will be there to help you out each and every week. I'll give you some good trading advice for today as well. Okay, just let me go through your comments. Okay, so Mr. Lokendra said, sir, okay, so no problem. Mr. Shubham ji said, good evening. Good evening, Shubham ji. Please suggest some strategy. Yes, sure, Mr. Sen. We will be having a conversation regarding one of my favorite trading strategy, and that is the Friday trading strategy. We'll just quickly switch on to the live trading part right now. Just give me 2 more minutes. I'll just tell you one of the major important news for today as well, and we'll just wind up and then go to the trading strategy. Okay, so Mr. Hub said try Alchemy for Forex, basics and very simple. Mr. Pawan Sai said, bro, Friday strategy. Yeah, sure, sir. We'll be working up with the Friday strategy. Let's jump to the trading strategy. I hope you're liking today's webinar. So Tesla releases their earning report, and I'll just take a couple of minutes to give you a little insight about what will be happening with the Visa. So Visa also released their earning report. Okay, the report was released on today only, and the impact, even though the Visa had a positive impact, a lot of people are selling their existing position, so there is a possibility for Visa to at least moved by, after the market opens, it will move by more than 2% into the downward direction, and then it can recover and move into the upward direction. So this is one of the trading advice that I would like to give you. Have a very closer look on Tesla. Tesla will be down by 2%. That means Visa will be opening by 2.42% down. That means it will be opening with 266, somewhere around here. It will be opening with this value. So if there is a downtrend continuation going on, so you can go ahead and take a trade with the trend. But since the earning report is positive, so I believe that the market will move by some considerable margin into the upward direction. So have a closer look on Visa. Let's begin our conversation. Let's jump to the strategy that we were able to discuss with you today. So dear team, if you are checking out my screen for today, if you'll see there is a log, that means the market has been closed and the market will open exactly around 8:05 according to the Indian Standard Time. Okay, so what we'll go ahead here, let's switch to fixed time trade mode. Let me teach you one of the very easy fixed time trade strategy. Let me switch to my trading, and if you want to check my trading history, here is my trading history. Yesterday I was taking some trades. I was testing one of the trading strategy and I found very good results in it. So dear team, let me tell you that whatever trades I am taking in my trading account are based on my experience. It's been more than 5 years for me that I'm working here with All Home Trade as a financial analyst. So whatever trades I am taking, and if you want to copy my trades, you can do that. But the thing here is the information which will be delayed on my screen and to your screen, it would be delayed by probably more than 30 minutes to a minute. Now if you do that, you will be acting at your discretion, because I can recover my amount, but like copying my trades, it would be very difficult. So first of all, go ahead, test everything out into the demo account. No trading strategy can be 100% accurate. We'll try our best foot forward by using the trading strategy. So for today, we'll be switching to one of the easiest trading strategy. There is nothing. So let me know into the comment section how many of you have starter status, right? If you have a starter status, go ahead and comment section and type minus symbol in it, so that I can know that how many of you need to craft this trading strategy using different set of indicators and oscillators. Right? For all those clients who have expert status and advanced status, they will be having an exclusive access to this strategy. You can see this Friday trading strategy available here. We click on the Friday trading strategy and click on enable strategy option. Once we click in here, everything will be sorted. The strategy will be applied automatically. So there is nothing you need to worry about. Now be very careful. Now if you are taking trades in currency pair right now, it would be very volatile. It's really volatile here, because of the higher volatility, because just in 5 minutes there will be one of the major impactful news release out there, so which will be creating a little chaos in the financial market. So be very careful about that if you are willing to take a trade currently. Okay, let's do a little risk-free trade in here. Although this is based on the market moments, but like I believe strongly that the market, like on currency pair specifically, it would be a lot of volatility in the market. Okay, so there is one thing that we have done. Okay, let's check this trading set. Now the name of the strategy, dear team, is the Friday trading strategy, right? What you need to do, okay, you can see these 3 lines, right? This one and this. So let me make little changes in this. So the smallest EMA is EMA 5, EMA 13 and EMA 55. So what we'll do, we'll just make a little thicker. This EMA 5 will make it little thicker so that we will be able to differentiate between them. This is very important. So EMA is been used. EMA is the exponential moving average, which basically works. It basically works by checking last candle's variation, and the factor is also multiplied by a factor K, and that is why this is a trading strategy. Here use different set of EMA. So here see EMA 5, EMA 13 and EMA 55. Now have a very closer look on this. We will have signal every time when this EMA, the smallest EMA, that means EMA 5, will crosses any of the EMAs, may it be EMA 13 or EMA 55. Let me show you one of the live signals and we'll try to take some live trades in it for sure for today. Now look into this trading strategy, right? First of all, be very careful if you are taking trades on index, dear team. Be very careful if you are taking trades in index. Always go ahead with support and resistance level, because support and resistance level works miraculously well with index. So may it be any specific strategy of your choice if you are using. Think about this. If we have a support and resistance level and the strategy is giving us the signal at that very precise moment, we will take a trade. If the strategy is not there, we will not take a trade at all. Okay. Now since we have taken a trade in this one, let me show you how this trading strategy works. Now remember this team. If the smallest EMA, that means exponential moving average of 5, crosses any of the EMA, so this is this biggest EMA, the smallest EMA crosses EMA 13 from top to down, and if we see the candle red and there is no support and resistance level available at that very specific moments, we will take a trade into the downward direction. That's the easiest way to take a trade. Now if you want to use another indicator in conjunction with it, I will suggest you to go ahead with on add more tools option, go to indicators and add parabolic in conjunction with it. Okay. Once you did that, you will see the dots formation will automatically available there. Let's look at the last trade which we have taken. So the trade was profitable. It was based on the upward strength that the market had at that very precise moment. Okay, so let's try to change asset. Remember this, no trading strategy can be 100% accurate, but our objective is to take the trade at that very moment. And if the market is sideways, okay, so one of the precautions that you have to take while using this trading strategy, remember this, when you have a lot of doji candle, that means the shadow part available here, right? Doji candles or the shadow part in the candles is available, we will not take a trade there at all, because this shows consolidation in the market. Now if the market is consolidated at that very moment, taking a trade would be considered a very risky part. What about the second trade we have taken? So the Euro Composite Index is also positive. Now see why we did take a trade on this one. So whenever this smallest EMA crosses another EMA from top to bottom, this purple line, this crosses top to bottom, at that very moment we have taken a trade into the downward direction. Consider the factor that it wasn't very close to support and resistance level, and that is one of the reason why we did take a trade accordingly. Let's switch the asset. Okay, so there are a lot of doji candles formation appearing in here. We have still a support, but like I'll just go ahead and test this one out, because I don't think this is a very good signal to take a trade, but still we are doing it, because if you'll see there is a very good level of resistance available, and that's why we have selected the risk-free trade. Even if the trade is non-profitable, we will not be in the non-profitable state at all. But the thing in this situation is there, because like this smaller EMA is crossing EMA 55, which is a very good level of signals which it usually gives. The dot is below the candle, and that's where the signal confirmation is coming in. Remember, dear team, if the dots is below the candle, it's an indication for an uptrend, and if the dots is above the candle, that means it is a signal for a downtrend. And here we are using mix of both the signals. So what we have to do right now, a lot of doji candles happen, so that means the market news has been recently. Let me check what was the news. I just forgot about that part. Let me just go ahead with. So all the PCE price index data came out to be neutral. Personal spending data has been increased. So if the gold is forming a doji candle, it was an amazing candle to take a trade on. Okay. So gold varied very drastically, I believe. I want to check Euro USD price at this moment. That's an okay. So that means for JPY must be increasing. USD JPY must be increasing. Let me just check it once again. Yeah, it is. It did increase. Amazing. Nice. We have neutral data. Core PCB year to year data seems to be okay. This data is very dicey right now. I have to check the market for 30 minutes duration just to check and confirm the signal. The doji candle. Okay. Okay, so let's do one thing. We'll just risk like around $200 here, and we'll take an up trade. Considering last consideration, we'll take the risk of like around 56%, and I'll be holding a position of this on this. This is based on the major economic event. Even though the data isn't clarified at all, the data is dicey. That means the data is neutral. For the PCE price index, data is neutral. Personal spending data has been increased, and core PCE price index has been on the negative side. So whatever the variation in USD that you can see, it's exactly opposite to the variation in the USD. Okay, let's just check. Okay, right. We are very close to profit margin right now. The markets will soon start giving us profit. Nice, amazing. Yeah. Okay, so the trade went exactly the way that we analyzed it to be. So that's a great approach here. We had in. Okay, let's switch to the fixed time trade mode, which we are more focused on. Right now, taking a trade in any currency pair will be very risky, dear team. Let me go through your comments. I'm very sorry, it's been a very long time. I haven't gone through your comments once again. Okay, so I'm new to trading, and reading signals a bit difficult for me. I'm using the Friday strategy, Mr. Arno just said. Since you are using Friday trading strategy, what sort of difficulty are you facing? So let's go ahead with the strategy one by one. If you have a lot of doji candles, never take a trade on considering this situation, because the market is very dynamic, right? Active volatile market, we will not trade there at all. Let me switch the graph to 1 minute once again. Now here we also consider the fact that 1:2 is the risk to reward ratio. That means if you select the graph for a minute, our expiration time should be double or triple of it. That means if I'm watching the graph for a minute, my trading time should be 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, you see consolidation in the market, not a very good entry points. We can see a little level of support available in here. This is acting as a level of support, right? Let's wait for the market to push itself into the upward direction. If it is crossing this line from bottom to top, we will take an upward trade. If not, we will not take a trade at all. The market consolidation is there, team. These are not a very good signals at all if you are seeing this variation into the candles. Even though the signal formation or the line crossing would be there, but the doji candle confirmation that there are a lot of buying and selling happening at that very precise level. So no confirmation here at all. So for all the new traders, once again, the name of the strategy is Friday. And if you do not have an access to this trading strategy, please let me know into the comment section. I'll teach you how to apply this trading strategy. Okay, let me find some good signals. Do we have a level of support? Yes, we do. Has the line crossed yet? Okay, let me just increase the time duration and just go ahead with we'll start with a very small amount here. Okay, so there was a very good level of support which we can see. The dot formation was below the candle, right? But the crossover hasn't happened yet. Now, if you'll see the crossover is very close, and that's why we have given a little higher time for the asset to settle down in case if it start moving into the upward direction. So this is what we need to be little careful about. That's why we increase the time duration in the first part. Let's just switch to another one, I believe. Okay, so top to bottom crossover, downtrend happening. Do we have any support or resistance level here? Nope. Okay, so let's go ahead and downtrend. I wish we were able to hold our position at that moment. Our trade entry could have been a little better, but okay, we are never late. Dot formation above the candle, top to bottom crossover, that would be another signal for us, and that's why we took the trade into the downward direction. Fantastic trick. I'm from Bangladesh, Mr. Trader Karim. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Welcome from Olam Trade family. हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं क्या मिस्टर देव आई कैन बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली दिस सेशन इज़ बेसिकली देयर to help out my client, especially in English language. In case you need assistance in Hindi, we have a special channel dedicated to that, Olam Trade India. You can search on YouTube Olam Trade India, and yeah, we can have a conversation over there, sir. Our lot of traders are there from India, so we have a special channel dedicated for the Indian audience. You see what an amazing signal here. So this is the smallest EMA crossing another EMA 13 from top to bottom, and here we have the dot confirmation above the candle. It's a very good signal, and we could have taken a trade, but like right now we are 10 minutes late to open up a trade, and that is one of the reasons we will not take a trade, and it is also very close to this support level which we can see. Let me switch the graph to 1 minute duration. Do we have a signal in a minute duration? Can you see little struggling going on so far here? So index support a very good level of support and resistance, and that's why we will be very keen while working with index using support and resistance level. Mr. Ayan said, sir, I am from Maharashtra. Very warm welcome, sir. Kashe आहेत तुम्ही? This is basically what I know a little bit of Marathi. Mr. Ayan said, hi. Hello, Ayan ji. Mr. Ganeem said, can you do Euro USD? Let me go ahead with Euro USD. Okay. Do we have a signal in Euro USD? Now, if the Euro USD is pushing itself into the downward direction, that means we will be making a profitable trade in USD JPY. Slightly positive, not that greatly positive, but a slightly positive return. Around 2 to 3% profit is what we were able to gather a profit in it. But that's not a big profit which we can expect from the financial market. But although something is always better than nothing, dear team. This is what I'm objective, and this is what my motto is. We always try to make some money, but even 1%, 2% of the capital, it's good, considering the factor that we were already late to open up a trade on this one. So There is nothing to worry about that specific part. Okay, so let's look at our last trade. I haven't seen our last trade. Shall we? Okay. So dear team, for Mahajantan index, yes, it was profitable. The strategy worked out well for us. What we did, we basically switched the graph to 5 minutes duration at that moment. Okay. Yeah, the crossover happened and we took the trade into the downward direction. Selecting the time duration was very efficient in that situation. So yeah, it did worked out for us. Apart from that, there was another trade which we have taken on cricket index. You see? Okay. So what we did, so the crossover was happening. We see the candle. We also see the support level, a very good level of support. In the beginning, it was there. The dot formation was below the candle. That means it was showing as an upward trend, and we did take a trade in upward direction. So yeah, the trade was profitable for us. What's the accuracy level? I believe our accuracy level is 100%. 4 out of 4 trade. Okay, we are doing good right now. Okay, so remember this, when you have 3 back to back negative trade, take a break, and if you have 5 back to back profitable trade, then also you will need to take a break, because in that situation you probably will try to go ahead with the higher amount, and there is a possibility that we could end up losing our entire amount. So be very careful about that, right? The market is full of all the uncertainties. If the trades are going positive all the time, this is also an indication that one of the major trade can be on the negative front. So be very careful at that very specific moment, is what I want to say. Okay, so we have another comments. How much you all earn? Sir, it depends upon the circumstances. For me, my major objective for each and every day stands up for like more than $500 to approximately 2000 to 2500, depends on the day. But if I have the major economic news event lined up for me, then I'll go ahead with the full throttle. So maximum profit, if you'll see, I made it in a day. It was like one of the best day which I was able to make it on Brent, and the profit I made was like around $18,000. Yeah, in a day. As far as I remember, it's been probably 5 to 6 months back. Okay, Mr. Ayan said, sir, I am from Maharashtra. Welcome, sir. Mr. Fleet Gaming said, sir, I am also from Maharashtra. Yeah, a very warm welcome to all of you from all the regions. So, see, that's the beauty of having a conversation in YouTube, because like we can connect to the audience all over the globe, right? We have our questions, we have our difficulty, and each and every trader does have. But as our analyst, the promise that we made before joining the company was to help our client to the best possible extent possible, because that's what our objective is. We try to teach the client how efficiently one can work in the financial market, but considering the risk and reward factor. That's all. 90% of the client fail to recognize that every trading perspective they have to consider the risk factor, right? So if you are able to control your losses, that's all you need to do. The profit will follow afterward, because what I have found out in my trading journey, that those people who are not able to control themselves emotionally, and it's very difficult because it's a money convenience, right? If you have money, so one has to get emotional about that. So there is nothing to ashamed about. But the fact of controlling your emotion while trading is one of the best way one can learn, dear team. And that is what my objective is. I teach my client how to make money, but the trading psychology is what you have to work on. Every trader, may it be anything. It took me a lot of time to work upon that, and I really want every trader to learn about this part. Even if you don't know trading, that's fine. Try to control your emotions while trading. Do not get carried away while doing that. Yeah, Mr. Ace Gaming said patience is the key of success. Yes, sir. There is an old saying, one day at a time, one step at a time. This is what my quote is. I usually have that specific quote which stick to my wall, and I watch it each and every day. We grow from the circumstances that we are in. one day 1%, 2% each and every day, which can help us to be the best possible version of ourselves. Mr. Somnath Mazumdar ji said, what is the maximum amount that can be withdrawn in a day? It depends. It depends upon the payment method that you are selecting at that very, very precise moment. So suppose you have selected BTC or USDT payment method. So in USDT payment method, I have seen client withdrawn more than 30, 40, $50,000 in a day as well. So yeah, it also depends upon the payment method that you have selected at that very precise moment. Mahajantar index trade also seems to be profitable. So it is working out for us. Bottom to top crossover, a dot formation below the candle. I think the market is suddenly started pushing itself into the downward direction. Let me see, did we had any resistance very close to this price? Not really. Okay, let's wait for this trade to close, and if the trades become non-profitable, that won't be an issue. We will try to recover it using martingale approach. But again, how many of you guys knows martingale approach? Let me know into the comment window. Sir, okay. Mr. Fleet Gaming says, sir, I'm a beginner and I have a goal of rupees 500 every day, and now I have a profit of 4,000 rupees in 6 days. That's a very commendable job. It's an amazing thing. Nobody realized the importance of making money on a regular basis without distracting themselves from their trading goal. Any trader, may it be anyone, if you know basically how to control your emotion, and the second one is sticking to the basic, which is, this is your business, dear team. This is your business, right? In business, we cannot afford to get carried away because it's our hard-earned amount, right? So be very careful if you're doing that. I'm really loving to have this conversation with you. You know, that's one of the best part. Why did I sign up for this major webinars? I'll try to give you some hints for today as well, in FTT as well as in Forex. Okay, let's move ahead our conversation, dear team. Let's find a good signal for us. And yeah, you can also draw trend lines at times, which we can do. Can we? Just a second. Let me draw a line in here. It's breaking. Okay, I hope we are not that little late to open up a trade. I wish, if we were able to gather this entry at this very price level, no, that would have been amazing. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Is it coming back? Let's just check it. Okay, I still believe it will go upward direction. I don't know, because it did cross these specific levels. So what I'm doing is the dragon trade right now. Dragon trade, that means we keep multiple trades alive at a time, and this one shouldn't do at all, but this is what I've been doing. So first of all, let's analyze the market first, and then we'll go ahead with the trading that we want to do. Okay, let's find some good entry points. I hope, dear team, you are liking today's webinar as much I do like having a conversation with you guys. Top to bottom crossover. Let's use another risk-free trade of $10 since we are a little on the higher amount, and I cannot afford to lose more than that specific amount. Okay, so top to bottom crossover. So the problem here, we didn't realize the dot formation. The dot wasn't above the candle. Okay, let's wait for the market to settle down. For $200 trade seems to be profitable. $100 was a way too higher entry point for Asia Composite Index, is what I feel. But anyways, let's look into this. Let's try to find some good entry points in here. I hope, dear team, you are liking today's webinar. I'm really excited, especially for today. Dear team, let me go through your comments once again. Um, okay, what is the maximum amount that one? As I told you, Mr. Somnaji, it also depends upon the payment method that you have selected at this very present. मिस्टर बॉलीवुड से क्या हम आपको देखकर ट्रेड लगा सकते हैं सर यू कैन डू दैट बट यू नो देर इज़ अ डिले इन द शोइंग ऑफ द ट्रेड and probably a minute delay is there, and if it is there, you know, it's really unfortunate to say, but copying my trade, and if the stream has been delayed by more than 30 or 40 seconds, your trade can go for a toss. Congratulations to us, our both of the trades were profitable, and that's an amazing thing which we have seen. See, we draw the trend line here, correct, and which we found out this was able to break this particular trend line. So there was no trading signal here at all, but this was able to break this trend line and the trade was profitable. So overall we were able to make a very good amount of profit here, 182 and $91. So yeah, and still maintaining the accuracy of 86%. That's an amazing thing, right? Out of the trades we have taken, 6 trades were profitable, and I believe we were able to make a very generous amount of profit. Yeah, that's an amazing. Okay, just let me just close the thing and get back to your comments once again. Mr. Karthik said, how much do I need to pay to be your client? Mr. Karthik, let me tell you, these consultations are absolutely free of cost. You do not have to pay a single sum for this consultation. If you are an advanced status client or expert status client, my colleague can help you out. You can schedule a personal sessions with the managers. If you want to check your status, go ahead and click in here, find your service level. If you can see, there are 3 bars, that means I'm an expert status client, right? And if you are an advanced status, there will be 2 arrows. If you are a starter, then there will be 1 arrow. For an advanced status client, you will be allowed to have 1 session in a month, and for an expert status client, you can have I believe around 4 sessions in a month. Any one session, especially for right now, if you are an advanced and expert status client, I would suggest you to schedule a session. Now why it is that? Because the earning season is going on, and earning season strikes to only once in every 3 months. I want you to, you know, go ahead with this opportunity, have an expert status and conduct a personal session with the analyst. This will tremendously help you out. And let me tell you, these training sessions are absolutely free of cost. You do not need to pay a single sum, a single dollar for it. Mr. Ayan said, what is the time of stream every day? Unfortunately, I'm not available each and every day. I usually conduct a session, but my colleagues do that. There are a lot of analysts who will be conducting a session on Friday. You can see me on every Friday from 6:30 to 7:30. So, Mr. Ayan. Sir, my life loss is 28. I'm very sorry to see that. Sir, I really am, you know, in a point of view, I'm really keen to understand that if you are losing amount, how you are losing it. Is it based on emotions? Is it based on the strategy that you have selected which is not working at that moment? I want to know that. Sir, I have, okay, Mr. Bansor said, sir, I have marked in my demo account 19,000 in a day. That's an amazing achievement, sir. What? Okay, so we have a lot of comments. I'm very sorry, I forget to read your comments. I want you to select one best scenario for beginner with $100 scenario, fixed time 3% per day. Scenario 2, compounding with 3% every day. First of all, as a beginner, don't think about compounding. Don't think about compounding. Make around, you know, you select a goal, probably for a day, right? Stick to that goal for 1 week. Stick to that goal. May it be like $10. If you try to make $10 each and every day, try to make it $10. Do not increase the goal. If you were able to reach the goal, and if you are in the profitable state for the very first week, then switch your goal to $10 to $15, $20, whatever you feel like doing that. But do that. But as a beginner, you have to be very disciplined in trading. In order to earn discipline, You have to discipline your trades each and every day by controlling the volume of funds that you make. And once you are disciplined enough, this will teach you discipline. Trading is a very disciplined analysis that we usually do. So analysis is what you are. I basically want all my client to do. Mr. Star King said, "Aapka naam sir? My name is Akash Malhotra." Mr. Shakun said, "Sir ji, deposit withdrawal kaise kare?" It's very easy to deposit, dear team. Go ahead, you can select the deposit option, and the withdrawal is very convenient. There is also, you can see an option to withdraw your funds. Mr. Durai Pandi said, "I'm in loss of time." I'm very sorry to hear that. If you are an starter or expert or advanced status client, make sure you have a session and we can create a customized approach to recover your losses. As I was watching, I saw a signal on Asia Composite Index and took a 50, which made $42. Bless. Yeah, I'm very happy that you made profit, sir. Mr. Abhinav Raj said, "You are a best trader." We not really are. It also based on the experience, Mr. Abhinav. It took me years to get this experience, and not every day would be profitable. So controlling your losses and the non-profitable day will be also there. Sir, please trade in Euro USD. Unfortunately, not. Our timing is running out. It's lovely to meet you, dear team. First of all, thank you very much for being with me in my today's stream. It's lovely to see you once again. I will be catching up with you on probably next week, and I'll be very thrilled to be with you guys. Thank you very much for being with me, and I wish for you to be in a profitable state each and every day. God bless you all. Thank you very much for being with me. I wish you all the best in trading, and I'll see you in the next week. Thank you very much, dear team. Great day ahead. Good luck in trading. Bye bye.